Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this or where you are. Julian here from Easily, and today I'm going to introduce you to what those at the Googleplex refer to as the Google Toolkit. Now, we're all familiar with Google and the Google search bar in the middle of the page, and if you type in something that we're looking to search for, so let's say we want to have a look at Lady Gaga music, or Lady Gaga for example, what you'll see on the top left of the page, there's a sneaky link here called Show Options. So we're going to go ahead and click that and see what happens. Now, on the left hand side, it pops up a number of other options available to us in search. We've got all results, anytime, standard view, and standard results. Now, we've got the regular search results in the middle of the page, which we're all familiar with, and on the left, as I'm sure we are also familiar with, we can filter into image results, video, news, more interesting particular blogs about our chosen search criteria, and any updates. We'll come back to that. If there are any books, for example, and forums. So it pretty much filters the search. But what I thought might be of more interest was looking at some of the other filters in the toolkit. So what we can do is we can have a look and see what search results Google has pulled up in the last hour, for example. And if we do that, what it shows us is all of the search results that happened. And as we can see, we've got search results here that happened not very long ago. We're talking kind of 54 minutes ago, 49 minutes ago, 27 minutes ago. So what it does is it really gives you a flavor for the latest search results, and if we refresh the page, then it will update the search results there. So you can also click on what's happening in the past 24 hours on the left, in the past week, and or the past year. And you can also specify a date range, so you might want to know what happened at the beginning of her career. So if we did beginning of 09 to the February 09, there might be a news article that you knew came out between January and February of 09, and you could do a search to kind of pull that down, which is really useful stuff. We've also got, if we click away from that, click on reset options. Again, if we click on past 20, if we click on the latest, right, so on the left hand side here we've also got an option that says latest. Now if we click on latest, what we'll see here are results that are being pulled in from the social networks and other news feeds. So at the moment here we've got Twitter, and as you can see, as the Twitter feed updates, we get new information, and it's rolling as we're speaking here. So this is 1 minute ago, and again it keeps on coming in. And further down we have got news from gather.com and Entertainment Times Online and so on and so forth. But what it does is it gives us almost real time kind of what's happening in search, in social media for our particular search term, and I think that's pretty cool. So on the left hand side, the last couple of things I wanted to show you was the Wonder Wheel, which I'm sure most of you have never heard of. Now the Wonder Wheel, without me having to go to a long drawn out explanation for it, I'll just really show you what it does. So we've got our main search term in the middle, and we've got a number of secondary search terms for that particular key phrase. So if we click on, say, Lady Gaga album, what you see is it spiders out and it then puts Lady Gaga album as the main search phrase and gives us all of the related search terms to Lady Gaga album. If I was to click on Lady Gaga album review, then it would do exactly the same thing, and it spiders out each time Lady Gaga, Starstruck album, and so on and so forth. And what you probably can't see if I zoom out is on the right hand side, whenever you click on one of these secondary or tertiary key phrases, then the search results pop up on the right hand side, so you have an opportunity. And you can always go back to your original search just by clicking on the lightly shaded area there. So I think that's really cool, and it's really good for research, because sometimes you don't know exactly what it is you're looking for, but knowing what the related searches are also pretty good. Now the last thing here is the timeline. So we click on timeline, and Google has provided us with what you would expect, a timeline from 1980 to 2010. So you can literally click on and see, what's been indexed in that time, what news is available over that period of time. And as you drill down, you can select different date ranges and so on. And I think that's really useful from a research perspective, not necessarily just for this artist, but it could be for something more academic perhaps. So there we have it. That's the Google Toolkit. And again, all you literally have to do is click on options, show options. So if we do a normal search, you just click on go back to web, you have a normal search, you click on show options here, and we have the Google Toolkit at our disposal. That's some power search options for all of you out there. Google's done a pretty good job of that, quite impressive. So enjoy.